In front of us, Team Liquid against Fnatic. This map has been a hard one to characterize because, as said, we've seen it go drastically to Fnatic, but I feel as though Liquid are a different team right now. But let's find out. As already Durka trying to draw first blood, but it's Soulcast to get not one, but two.
Already got himself a pistol ace today, and I'm gonna open this one up as well. Scream. Gonna close out Doma as well. So straight away, this early aggression from Fnatic. Fact finders, so to say. Gonna get stomped out. Steven 2 left, and both are gonna find the first two, but there you go, Soulcast and Yampi will swing through and close that out rather convincingly, honestly. I mean, numbers advantage. A little too much for Fnatic to deal with there.
Yep.
Didn't even come down to a spike plant conclusion anyway, but Soulcast, again, opening things up. Again, somebody said he'd already got, I think it was Harry, right? Said he'd already passed 50 kills in the series. I was like, yeah, okay, actually that kind of makes sense. I want to see where he ends up on headshot percentage. The kill feed, you only see Soulcast's name with the headshot icon next to it today.
It's super sharp. Who's going to be on the receiving end of this? It's kind of that mirrored, okay, well, we're going to just completely go towards A, and the follow-up, it's that Sova towards shot. Oh, Boaster, do him dirty, go on. Get some. Yampi was right there. No fun to be had. Now, it will be a quick flank coming out from Fnatic, and keep in mind, because of the economy, we can't quite see it right now. The guns aren't up on the UI, but they will be soon enough, I'm sure. It's going to be a weaker investment, if anything at all. We saw like a shorty there, right? So it's like, they had to get a little cheesy, try something out. You're not going to convert those traditionally. You're up against way better weaponry. This could be time for Cryptics to go farming, or just get right-clicked to absolute pieces. Now, damage has been achieved. It's now the next step. If they get it to a 2v2, then that could have been game on, but no. Scream's keeping this one safe.
Bolt line going to flush him out of that corner here, but again, Liquid just need to keep Doma contained here. Don't give away any more kills. I mean, Soulcast, the one you would probably want to look for to get this closing kill. Get the Seekers online, but Link will take it away now. And see if actually in the early round, Soulcast is going to make a play for an orb, because Seeker's big ultimate to get online, especially if you're going to ride through some Spectres here, close that distance. It can be a real game changer in terms of getting it online nice and early, because we know it's such a low ultimate count for it. And already doing the work here. Could be a good one to ride through on this bonus.
Yeah, it's. I'll be
Straight
interested
on
to
the
see how it
Vandal. I
looks.
love that from Soulcast.
Fair enough. Let's have a look. I mean, I want to see what he does with this. If he's feeling himself a double stack towards long for Fnatic, though.
Cover going out.
Or is he Yampi on the TP across? So he's going to build towards sewer. Soulcast showing presence towards middle, no subtlety to it, but the camera, it's no threat to Magnum yet. He's fine sitting back there, and he's a man of patience, you know. I always think of Icebox now and him catching those mid-rotations. He plays his timing really well, so I don't worry too much about him when it comes to just feeling out the pressure. He does have Boaster by his side in the connector, so all somewhat okay so far. Not going to go in. Magnum gonna have some of that util potentially cleared out, but no, it actually maintains pretty well. Boaster now pushed away as well. Lots of util being invested, but not much of a commitment of players.
I guess you have to reset a little bit, get that heal off of Soulcast, and it looks like they're going to drift towards A site. Now, Durka got himself tucked in behind bricks here, and Boaster now coming through. Look at that, Durka going to open things up. 2 headshots to open this round. Boaster going to follow through as well. Yampi will fall, and just Cryptics and Link left here to try and recover this round for Liquid.
Hey, look, this is what we want to see. I missed Durka on that previous map. He looked like he wasn't even there. It wasn't the Durka that we know, and this is. He's dominating these angles, just keeping him down in the sewers, unable to break out. 3 players locking this poor old Link into this. I mean, he can try and do some damage to see what he can get out of this. Oh, he's being toyed with all these angles. This could be a pickup. No, Doma, all controlled, and 5 alive Hypoc. That's really important here.
Yeah, it's big to squash that one out with a flawless round victory for Fnatic. I think actually, yeah, Soulcast had already got a couple of kills on the board, and I think had gone untagged in the second. So the fact that he was able to ride through the Vandal makes me feel as if Liquid are going to still be sitting pretty comfortable here. And actually, yeah, Yampi going to get the operator online. So sitting pretty flush, but a combined 1,500 credits left in the bank after this. Could be a pivotal round here for Fnatic to maybe build a little momentum back into this.
Wait and see. Yampi finding Mystic. That's the start. That draws blood, and I want to see if it pulls a rotation. It's a lot of faith in one touch of utility, and now they have to respect it. They have to respond accordingly. Soulcast does have the Seekers to play down. Dr. Follow doesn't go for the flash instead. Gonna know there's one towards window, might set up the jet to walk in towards it. Soulcast actually going towards site. That's nice. That's gonna find the information that's caused these rotations. They now know what's here, but it's 3 players here. Scream up and over, eating that flash. He's in trouble now. They're all gonna swarm it, but Liquid maintain positioning. They find all 3 and clear out the back of C. It's all theirs. Durka is so far away, he can't change any part of this.
Actually, Liquid on the brink of responding with a flawless round victory of their own. Durka left to pick up the pieces here. Liquid just delaying this spike plant as long as possible. Waiting for Durka to show his hand.
Planted.
Look at it here. I mean, Link's now got the Rolling Thunder online. And actually, on the side of Fnatic, I mean, Durka one away from the Blade Storm. If he can get a kill here, and potentially even if he falls, an opportunity to maybe invest that in the next round with the lesser purchase that Fnatic will have, but we have to wait and see. And again, I gotta say, I mean, we talk about Yampi and just being unorthodox. I mean, previously talking about him running the operator on the Killjoy. Again, coming into this one after the Sober operator picks earlier. Now on the Omen. It's been a long time since we've seen an Omen running an operator. In fact, I actually think it was Eccles, right? Eccles way back in the day was the one to kind of flex onto it.
I feel like it's one of those that you do get the kind of readjust, right?
Reposition, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like Yampi is born and bred in Counter-Strike mentality when it comes to, you know, operators or AWPing. The guy's great at it. We know he's got aim. And I feel like if you come from that, you definitely understand the concept of what makes you feel comfortable to be able to readjust, right? And he gets that safe get out of jail free card. So for him, he can, you know, use maybe the blind, he can use, you know, whatever he wants, he can TP anywhere he fancies, he can kind of dip to the other angles, he can still play it out. So I feel somewhat, at least like it's a little bit more suitable than some of the agents he toys with, because it has some of those, I guess, mechanics to allow that. But as it stands, big information for Durka here. Huge map territory garnered, instantly going to alleviate and kind of allow someone like Boaster now to lean towards C. Maybe this is a pressure point that it looks like Liquid want to keep exploring and exploiting, but I do want to see how maybe the Cypher is going to handle this here.
Rolling Thunder goes through, actually closes off all of C's side. Doma looking to re-aggress with the run it back here. Nothing to do here for Liquid, but 2 kills in response, and Lick finally puts Doma down in that ultimate. Durka, though, look at this flank. He's already got himself tucked to the end of long.
Certainly does. We've got to see that on the screen. There it is. Durka finds a magnificent 2. That's just going to cut them off at the heels. Oh, and even Yampi couldn't adjust in time. That's the Durka you want to see. Fnatic fans, have some faith now. Durka's in the building. Great positioning and good patience to not show his hand too early.
That goes there.
Dan, actually, no, we did miss it. Durka demonstrating some solid trigger discipline there for the first to come through. It was Soulcast that swung initially, and then Link to follow up. But Doma re-aggressing, I gotta say, at just the right time after this Rolling Thunder comes through. Waits for kind of that little lull, right? The moment of silence after that ultimate comes through. And Doma coming through and clearing all that space back over. Meant Liquid couldn't get control of the site.
Oh, Durka. Finding Scream, but a quick trade out. So both of the jets neutralized, but they still need to land the hit towards the side. There's 2 players stacked up as well towards Sewer. Keep that in the back of your minds. It's not just Boaster. There's another. This could be a little bit of a game changer here. They might be able to find Boaster and then kind of, for a second, take their eye off the ball. But the flash is good, and Doma's there as well. Swinging from the side is just great. Even finding a falling Yampi from the heavens. And Fnatic looking like they've controlled the danger that was building.
Yeah, again, Liquid not afraid to get down and dirty with a judge purchase there. I mean, Yampi just praying somebody pushes his ultimate in heaven there. Unfortunately, Fnatic able to strip away everything else on site. And well handled. I mean, Durka readjusting to find that kill on screen there. Yes, he gets traded out, but that was actually crazy.
Yeah. And the comp that I'm looking at here, I keep thinking, why do I feel like I know this composition coming out? It's looking real like Sentinels have made an impression at the very least, so interesting to see that coming through. Very similar pick in that regard. Obviously a little different to what we saw over at Reykjavik, but since then, Seems to be what they're leaning towards themselves, so clearly some method to the madness. Appreciated by both sides, it seems. And for now, 3-3. Money probably rough around the edges here. Am I going crazy? But normally we see the icons of the weapons they have, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, that's fine. Just making sure that my brain hasn't just occluded that. I was sitting there going, why do I keep looking here? Why do I keep looking at the sides of the screen and I'm missing something? But hopefully we can get that fixed up for you. I'm not sure what the issue is. Clearly the UI's, it's having a slow start to the day. But it looks like a burst towards B. Flash. Oh no, it wasn't a flash. Actually dog down towards the connector? No, back sight. So maybe the presence that we'd seen from Magnum has kind of kept that in mind, but Scream's going to work through the smoke. Now, Mystic and Boaster, do they predict it? Do they play to this? It looks like Mystic was unaware, but now he seems all too aware. Swings out on Scream in a blink and you'll miss it. Boaster fell back towards Spawn. To be able to do that, great work from Boaster, because Danger is being mounted here. This is surprising, considering the purchase.
Yeah, and Soulcat's actually finding 2 kills here. And the neural theft invested makes it very winnable for Liquid. Durka now trying to fight back in. Soulcat's going to find the 4th. Durka finally puts him down. Blazed on popped. He can't get out in time. Cryptic's going to close things out, and a thrifty round win here for Liquid. Again on the back of Soulcat, he responds with 2 kills with the Sheriff and completely flips that round in Liquid's favor.
Spike planted.
The start we were looking for here. Durka got the op. Other than that, Soulcast continuing as he means to go on. It wasn't a one-map wonder. He's managed to find that form throughout, and the back-and-forth trade of rounds. Gonna keep the economy somewhat humble, neither side truly swelling with the economy. You know, they don't have the massive amount to play with. Flash towards mid. I think might have caught the Omen there. I'm not sure if I heard the audio cue on it, but they've got an idea. But look at Durka taking so much space. There is already a player posted up here, though. This could... I don't know if he's aware of that cross coming out. Let's see if that gets any sort of punish going here, because it looks like timing's going to be a big factor. Hello? There it is. Yampy gets him, but it's at the cost of Scream now.
Actually, Yampy going to try and close the distance. Yeah, but already Mystic and Boaster going to be posted up. But left a little bit of a gap elsewhere. I mean, Magnum can potentially lean away from C side, but Doma going to get spotted out. Backside of B. Looks like that is the end goal here for Liquid.
Hulk out.
It's play towards A that's going to be pretty much Yampy to lead through on this. Actually walks the smoke, so Mystic's backside, Boaster's there, pressure from long, and here we go. Boaster now in trouble. He's going to be cleared by Soulcast. Mystic still maintains though, and that's going to be a good bit of work from him. It's going to at least keep him in the realm of possibility until Link makes his mad debut, and Liquid in the end. It's the players sometimes you don't expect. I feel like the whole Liquid squad is turning up today.
Absolutely. I mean, the fault line absolutely pixel perfect there to create that opportunity on long. A really, really well considered round win there from Liquid. Again, on the back of Yampy just kind of, I don't want to say taking a step back, but at least, you know, pausing, allowing that round to kind of play out. Positionally, at least, and Liquid readjust really, really well. I honestly thought with, you know, with that gap created and Doma being spotted as a solo piece. Oh. This is out on the second there, but...
Boaster.
Did he spot him?
Yes, he absolutely did.
Yeah.
The double ding, gorgeous work. Magnum somehow around on the back as well. Fnatic, they are slippery today. They are finding gaps to try and play from. Considering what they're working with, it was far from ideal, so they're making it count. Pops the ult, wants to get the fact-finding mission, see if he can catch on screen, and he's denied it. He's held him in place for now.
The Doma I was going to say, it was like, I think he heard a step there. It was like, oh my god, he's going to come back and kill my ult. But Scream thought better of it. Half HP, well, 50 HP left. Cryptic still nice and healthy here, but find themselves in a 2v3. Not much in the form of tools or utility here for Liquid in this post plant.
Spike planted.
Just looking at, I mean, a Sheriff and maybe a Phantom on the side of Boaster, but not much in the form of weaponry for Fnatic on this retake.
Cage trigger.
push up. He wants to try and play the timing on this. He might get it. Yeah, he does. Cryptic's really well read, finding that tempo perfectly. The right click, it evades him though. And now Scream sharp as ever. He needs to be on for... What? What just happened? 20 AHP against 13. We're all a little baffled by this. I feel like I've just been sky flashed and Mystic's just done him in.
That...
Was that a
little bit of a fat finger, I think.
Yeah.
On the dash, and it's gonna cost Liquid the round.
That had to be a misclick of some sort.
It had to be. It had to be.
There's no logical reason he'd ever do that.
It was usually Yampy, right?
If Yampy did, I'm like,
embraced the dash towards enemy. Yeah, unfortunately, and it's even more unfortunate that Scream's so low HP, right? It's tough to lose a round like that. See, kind of puts the brakes on. Obviously, Scream going to ride the Blade Storm through here, but not an awful lot left elsewhere. Rolling Thunder available as well. Fnatic get themselves back on the board here, and only one round separates them.
Liquid beginning to try and take the space through towards Garage. You're going to have Scream working forward, clearing towards Window. That's support here. And no presence elsewhere, so keep that in mind that they could fall back. I guess they have the camera to make sure that no one's going to be creeping up towards Long, but beyond that is going to be that, you know, mid or C piece. And already, Fnatic responding in kind. They've got the players in the perfect place for it. They're not reading this incorrectly either. They're putting a lot of weight on Durka's shoulders, but he'll be fine. Gonna lead through. Only finding the Phoenix there. Don't think he managed to catch a glimpse towards maybe the Cypher or the Sova, and away we go. In towards the site. Utility now invested. Set piece in play. Scream being given nothing, as that first glimpse is what he wanted, but Yampy towards the back does find one. Scream quickly dispatching of Magnum. You can see Boaster wanting to respond in kind. It's Mystic who's going to be there with him, turning the flash well, but he goes back, but Soulcast has the angle. And now with the spike lost, it's on Soulcast to still keep going, and there it is. Seekers go out, up and over we go. Gives away the position, but it doesn't give away the game just yet. Mystic's still alive here, and he's reaggressing.
I love that. Love that confidence, and it being Soulcast on the receiving end of it there. Mystic completely shutting that one down. It came down to a 1v1, sorry. These rounds, there's so little separating these teams right now. Fnatic looking so well poised in the retakes, and it's not often you say that, right? Fnatic aren't often the ones to kind of give sights up, right? They're very proactive on the defense. And to see that, I mean, it's on the back of the Rolling Thunder, right? You have to respect it now with that change. It completely closes off these sites.
Big denial of space here so far. The double stack towards A-Long's paid perfectly for Fnatic at the present, losing out on Yampy, trying to maybe get a little interested. Scream's been given a bit of room. What he does with it. Magnum seems aware, and of course Doma's going to call out that yes, there is a player that can creep forward, but what can we do? Can they safely ferry the spike through? Well, now maybe they can. Scream going to just take the scalp off of Magnum. Now I have to look for that follow-up.
Liquid at least onto B-side to get this plant. Now, look for Fnatic to try and retake mid. Now, the key component becomes Cryptics here. As Liquid try and keep Fnatic at bay here, and they link, and it's all going in their favor right now. Boaster finally responds with a kill of his own. Look at this, the pinch comes through from Cryptics, like I said.
I know exactly.
Now the information found, it's game back on. Here we go, down to the last pieces. Cryptics and Scream still finding opportunities. Still converting these rounds back and forth between these two.
Last round before the
Like I
switch.
said, there's so little separating them, but that round there, beautifully executed by Liquid. And again, Cryptics, scoreboard doesn't reflect it, man, but you talk about impact and coming online at the right time in a round, right there when all of that pressure is being absorbed on site, it just comes through with that swing from double doors again. You gotta say, finding that kind of pivot kill to close out the round for Liquid. pace change here. Liquid very quickly into A lobby here.
Soulcast is lucky to keep his life there. He was just dipping around the corner. Dirk has got... Boaster got caught.
Charges him
Yampi's
down,
aggression.
man.
Yampi was chasing that. He was never going to let it go. And now the time he's everything in middle. Magnum might be able to find a... Magnum is in the weirdest spot here. This is such a weird round already. They're dancing around each other. Yampi's taken a huge amount of territory towards C. They have to respond in kind. Durka, though, answers back on Link as well. They're moving in such a unique way. The spike still by spawn is heading towards C off the back of that one position. Now they know that Magnum's nearby, but he can't do much about this. It looks like Yampi's got his number. He does. He puts him in the grave. And look at the way they've approached this. Liquid just running this map.
There again, Yampi just being that unorthodox entity for Liquid. Now Mystic finds himself in a 1v4 somewhere. Spike ticking away. Still
Give you
not...
that feeling we're going to be back on camera?
Yeah. I feel like something happened there, Lauren.
I was sitting here just scribbling things down. You know, the CSGO outdated, EU overrated. Long we have waited, casters debated. We are back underway. A couple more seconds and it's good to go. So again, ignore the UI. We have... What?
This is a really interesting. As you can see here, Fnatic trying to fight for mid control in the early round. Durka actually opting for the knife. Magnum gonna follow up here. Yampi finding his third on the round now, Lauren. Mystic turning that flash, but Scream
How did he
puts
do
him
it?
down. An insane round from Liquid there.
Headshot machine. It all makes sense. And there it is. So Sideswap going to come in. Maybe a gentleman to accord to just get that round done. Leave it the way it was kind of trending. Potentially. Who knows? I don't know. I just crack on.
Roll with it at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Just go what's in front of you. So here's going to be the side switch. So it'll be Liquid now on the defending side, of course, and Fnatic on the attacking side. I believe it will be 6-6. I'm not sure. Hopefully that UI will kick in and all will be saved. 7-5. I've lied to you, Parlously. Right, there it is. Okay. 7-5. Let me make note of that, because why do I feel like it might vanish from me? Who knows? There we are. FNC. Right, let's shake it off and get back in the game, ladies and gents. We have a great matchup in front of us. It's gone all three. And we finally get to see who gets to walk away the victor. We had Breeze coming out. We've had Scream being hot and cold, though. So you don't know what you're going to get on this final half. We had a weird dash coming in. We've had Soulcast being a mad influence. It's all there. We've got the Sentinels comp to give the NA fans a little bit of hope and interest. So already you're going to have that C-Long presence coming out. And we're going to be looking for that little bit of a slightly later clear through Garage. But it's worked so well. Doma is right on the cusp of this. And away we go. Doma going to step right on through.
Absolutely shut down though. Yampi actually going to find a second here. Magnum will respond, but it's on to Link elsewhere. It's still got two members to dig out at the back of the side. Yampi, man, give him a frenzy. It's just disgusting what he can do with that. Boaster, the last man standing now, finds himself on a 1v3 spike. You got to say, pretty much unretrievable at this point. Is Liquid going to be able to reinforce, but Yampi, man, and the site hit looks so clean as well. The confidence to just sit there behind default and wait for that to play out, just insane stuff.
I mean, there's a reason they're making the raid boss, right?
Exactly.
They prop him up. They go, right, let's invest. Let's get it going.
30 seconds left.
And at this point, Boaster, yeah, I mean, you've got 25 seconds. You're just going to have a chat maybe about how you want to approach the rest of the game. Not a bad shout. Run the clock down. You're probably not going to be able to get this done, really. Give yourself a fair shot towards the end of it, but maybe have that consideration how you want to approach the rest of this matchup. And there it is. Scream to find. Of course, it's a headshot. Why wouldn't it be? And 8-5 now on the board.
He will pull away a little bit here. I mean, so the opportunity with that scoreline, we always look for potentially the trailing team to tie things up with a pistol round win and that round 2 conversion, but be interested to see here. Yeah, Fnatic just gonna ride through. Absolutely nothing invested here.
So how's your day been? It's been busy, right?
A little hectic. A little hectic. Yeah, you could say.
Yeah.
Lots of moving parts. How's yours? Did you miss me?
I was really enjoying myself. Nice relaxing time. Yampi. Look at that guy. He's so sharp with that. It's an easy one though,
enemy
keeping it clean.
remaining.
No threats found. Magnum
Spike
last one here. He
down,
has managed
C.
to kind of slip between the cracks. But the spike is down on C, so with all the best intention, maybe costly is the best thing they can hope for. And there it is. It's going to be swept up by Soulcast, no problems there. They did manage to find Cryptics, but no big issues found, and this is going to be game on time. Fnatic need to come back in blaring. This has to be a goer from this point onwards, otherwise Liquid are just going to spiral out of control.
Yeah, they really will. It's a very strong half at start to the half here. Knocking on the door of double digits already. Scream going to throw a Vandal in the mix here. Link actually as well. You're going to see spread out. Doesn't look like they're going to look for any early round. Actually, potentially a setup with Link and Scream here through sewers with that fault line potentially. And tucked down, you heard it ring off in the background and nothing garnered other than some early control towards A.
There's the flash, there's the swing, and there's going to be the presence. Fnatic are working off the back of this too. Dirk are going to lead the charge, but the flash is going to hinder progress for a second. Mystic going to spam out towards that right side connector on towards A. Quick spike plant 2. Do they get it down? Nothing to deny it. There it is. Spike is now in. He gets out of dodge, and now it's retake time, but they got to clear so deep here.
Do indeed. Already ticking away. Fnatic looking to reinforce here with this mid hold. Actually just trying to run the clock down here. Molly going to come out first from Doma here to get them off. Not even the half defuse comes through just yet. Lots of tools available for Fnatic to run the clock down here. And actually the trade comes through, yeah.
And Magnum playing it back in really well, just using the lip of that window to avoid the flashes, keep himself away from it. The spray is great. Magnum, good adjustment. And we said it's got to be go time, right? This has got to be it for Fnatic. Stop the rot. Stop Liquid getting those double digits, and they've done well to now get that first step on the board. They've managed to kind of break back in. They kept a fair few alive as well, so they should be able to maybe shift out the money a bit, kind of divvy it up between everyone. We'll have to see how it looks with this purchase coming in. It looks like I'm seeing rifles galore, so they should be happy enough.
Here, and looking at ult progression, it feels as if it maybe leans as well. Actually, Scream 2 away from the Blade Storm, Soulcast 2 off the Seekers as well. So good progress shown. Those two at least here. Fnatic dual theft online. Nothing else really. I mean, Doma 2 off the run it back, but are they going to make a play for either orb here in the early round?
Patience.
Here.
The timing there. Could have caught a glimpse, but didn't, I don't think. Fnatic reworking middle now. Is that Omen trying to slip through? Yes. I think they just
Yampy.
did.
Of course
it's
it is.
Yampy. Yeah, my bad. I was like looking at which Omen. I was like, it is Yampy. So yes, of course he's walked the smoke in middle. Sat himself towards Cubby. I mean, him hearing this is big information he's going to find. I wonder how much he can call out here, and he might start actually working it. Yeah, he's going to walk down here. He's got the op out as well. Now on the back of site, there is a Cypher. Cryptic's being avoided maybe detection with that out drone. He's seeing all this utility poured in. He's now got support here, though. Back towards CT, there's 2 more. Jet and Breach now joining, but the site's been smothered. Dirk is there, Magnum's there, and this is going to be dangerous. Yampy in the back lines. What are you going to do with this one? I don't know what. I mean, his flank could have been dangerous, but I mean, he had an op around the back of garage.
Planted.
Again here, just negate all of this risk. Hold on to site. Don't give away anything else. Again, an important round for Fnatic to get on the board, but talk about building back into this half. Keeping 3 alive here is absolutely key for them in terms of building up that economic buffer. Magnum, I guess, coming around to try. I mean, it would be big if they could take this away from Yampy as well. Don't get me wrong, but Dirk are trying to bait out something there. Yampy again, just that 6th sense.
He's feeling the timing, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh no.
You don't often see that. Yampy missing a, I don't want to say a sitter, but, you know, missing a shot like that, it feels like that's more than often in his wheelhouse. But yeah, did manage to get caught off, and that's the op now gone.
Nailed it.
Yeah, again, Cryptics, this is the important thing, right? And we talk about kind of Cypher creeping back into viability and a couple of teams leaning on him. it's so difficult when that hit comes through. If the attacking team are able to just sit and freeze for kind of 3 seconds or so, the traps get completely stripped away, right? The cages run out, and then it's almost like Cryptix is kind of just stuck there, right? with nothing else to do except hope that his teammates have got there in time. It doesn't buy the same sort of time as Killjoy.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Durka in full up now from Doma. Just gonna pour through this one. Does find him on site. I think he noted Link enough, but thought there was a room. There was a little bit of room there. There wasn't. Link, though, finding some value. Scream with the ult coming online means this isn't gonna be a walk in the park. There is still threats to be had, information to be found. Gets great spots towards the site. And gotta know there's one towards long. They kind of know what's up here, but Mystic trying to give him the slip, but he's just playing with those audio cues.
There's again Fnatic gonna look to hold on to 3. Scream though, Blade Storm still in a position to do some damage here. Creeping through, actually gonna jump up with the right click. Goes astray. We'll still find Boaster here though with the classic. Oh, this is going horribly wrong here. Liquid finding everything on the way back in. Soulcast closes it out as well. The plant a little away from, I guess, being a clean plant for long here allows Soulcast to get that advantageous 1v1 though, and that is a big slip up.
I think once he'd expended that ult, I thought it was done for, right? I was like, well, that's their big chance gone. But the 2 right clicks, the flash, I guess, gives away... Well, I don't know where that flash was exactly positioned. I mean, it kind of curved around the site, but I don't know if they were kind of under the assumption they were still both on site. Maybe that was a really good way to double check that, or if it could have maybe picked up someone peeking on long. But whichever way, it gave the perfect peek then to Scream to work back in through. So... absolute stunner of a round for them to close out, and I did not see that coming. Durka going to try and avoid the early utility, get that presence noted towards long, but it is going to be Scream towards the sewers. There's a walk up from Durka, still going to try and... Oh, that's a pick some of the place. That's going to be a shutdown. Yampy jumped it, and it looks like he just took the damage to the shins.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Oh, Doma didn't spot that head there of Scream, just peeking over the top of the smoke, but only a little bit of damage goes on to Doma. Fnatic now, you gotta recover something from this round. This is gonna be Liquid on the brink of 11 here. That's gonna come through. Actually slow down one. Magnum and Doma both find kills though.
A little lazy on keeping in mind that people can just walk those smokes if they fancy it. Maybe feeling that flash did more than it did. But look at the clear out from Boaster. Soulcast dead and buried. It's a 3v2. All 3 towards the side, 2 towards CT pretty much. Cryptix trying to clear towards Graffiti off the back of the utility from Link. A nice idea, but it doesn't work out. Magnum punishes and now a 1v3. Yeah, Magnum's low, so that's going to be a quick cleanup, but that crossfire is still so good.
Well done there again. I mean, with the first blood going in their favor, they still had effectively a 3v3 on site. So for Fnatic to still commit there and come out on top,
That goes there.
really, really well played by them. Not faltering at the pressure. I guess really after things do not go Durka's way at all on the way in. Rolling Thunder available for Liquid. Neural Theft as well, and there's just one, I think just one weapon invested here. Doma down to 50 HP already, getting tagged up twice through that cage actually.
You can see that Sky trying to make as much presence as possible, peacocking as large as they can to try and give away that maybe there's more than there is here, but okay, there was a window of chance there for maybe a spicy sheriff shot to come out, but you're right, yeah, look at that site clear, it's really well done. Now, keep in mind that this was a kind of a stack towards C. They were down C long. They were making some decent progress, but this A piece has worked very well.
Spike planted.
Oh, but that actually catches the head of Cryptix. Boaster going to follow up on that damage done. Dome will find another anyway. Yampy. Oh no, Magnum might hear that. Although he was a little bit out of audible range, unfortunately.
Last player standing.
Yeah, just Yampy left with a shorty now, and Magnum actually coming back this way. The timing just on point for him. That did bring it within touching distance here, Laura. This is a great answer back here. Now, again, that previous one, the perch, go on. What are you going to ask me? You're ask me something really awkward.
Yeah. Would it be our kind of, you know, match? We've already had the tech delay,
Don't say
right?
it. Don't say it. Yinsu's not here. You don't need to say the word overtime. You do not need to say it.
It's 10-9, you know, you're feeling it. It's feeling a bit throwy on either side. It's getting a bit dicey. We'll see. It could happen. I'm all for it.
It's us.
Yeah, imagine a 2-0 one day, Hypok. I mean, we should get paid by the round at this point, I think. I think that's the way to do it. Durka trying to get paid by the frag, it looks like. Gonna get himself right towards the tip of the spear and then gonna lean in towards C, actually. So drawing the attention away from the site hit itself, but Cryptix is still very much in this. Spots a player trying to dip through, but Doma outdoes. And now the flash goes in again. He wants more. He's gonna maybe get more. Mystic's got his back. And now Yampy, he's a mile away, and he's gonna want to keep that up again. This guy doesn't want to get involved. This looks like Fnatic's gonna tie up the series 10-10.
Spike planted.
Well, sometimes he's just like literally 15, 20 seconds behind the round, right? Again, here with the operator, it's so difficult to be, especially when first blood doesn't go your way. Yes, you can be the one to kind of, I guess, play anchor in a retake scenario, but it's so difficult. It's such a huge burden to have this as part of your consideration to make. And Fnatic, you tie things up here, 10-10. Now again, talking about expectations-wise, I mean, ultimate progress heavily in favor of Fnatic here. And financially, I think this is, I mean, unless they do force something up around this operator, this is Fnatic on the brink of going to 11.
Cover going out.
I mean, it could be a Yampy special, right? You could have one of those rounds where he finds the right placement. Maybe he can be the game changer, but you're right. This is pendulum swinging towards Fnatic building back up to this. They found the keys, it looks like, but I want to see what Yampy does. This is one of those, why am I seeing a pause? It better be tactical.
Yeah,
you better be tactical. Don't you be technical.
It's grayed out. It's grayed out, so I'm feeling good initially.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. We're good. We're fine. We're here.
Well, just looking at it again, it's Link 2900, Soulcast 3400, Cryptix 3100, yep. Scream, no Blade Storm available, so you can't ride that through on a lesser purchase here. This is a really awkward round here for Liquid. Really awkward. Because again, they give this up, Fnatic go to 11, right? And Fnatic have the buffer that even if the next round ties things up and Liquid don't close out flawlessly or, you know, I guess in terms of majority rule, they don't keep 4 alive. It's an awful rebuy back in. Like, it's almost worse off to not buy in this scenario and allow it to go to that round score. I mean, how do you see it? That's the way I see it here. It's almost your opportunities now, right? In terms of turning this back in your favor, it needs to be a clean round win here. Bulldog, Guardian, maybe Judge, something. It's scrappy from Liquid.
Okay, so early attention shown towards A-Long. It's not much, but I want to see if Yampy is quick to like move, if he's trying to be super proactive, if he's trying to, you know, be an instigator potentially, but it's obviously that fine line. You don't want to give away the one big leveraging factor. At this point, standing still, just seeing if maybe there's a stack, trying to feel out if there's any aggression across the map with, you know, maybe Spectres or, you know, a smaller purchase. A good approach from Fnatic to keep this in mind. Walking somewhat into the unknown. They know that the op was saved, but beyond that, it's about all you know.
Fnatic very, very slow and cautious in approach here. A little bit of an adjustment here on the side of Liquid. Straight away the Owl Drone. Going to give away the clues. Look at all this space. They have to respect this ultimate from Doma here. Gonna charge it all the way through. Soulcast finally puts him down. The plant will come of it.
Planted the spike.
It's a full 5v5 here, Lauren.
Certainly is, and no flank coming in. It's all through CT or Heaven as it stands, unless No, Yampy doesn't have ult, so... I mean, would he want to?
Boast has got the Hunter's
questions.
Fury. They could run the clock down here, Lauren.
I don't think they can dig them out of this. I really genuinely don't. I think this might be putting a bow on it, at least in this round. Let's find out how this retake looks. Yampy wants to change that fact. Already going to find Durka, but it's the next steps that are going to be the hard part of the puzzle. Doma still playing the time, trying to play the smoke. He gets found. Soulcast denies. Now down to 3, but if Boast is alive, that spike should be safe. It's being touched now, but there's the shutdown. Mystic and Magnum in combination. Perfectly played.
Beautiful stuff. You even see Boaster drifting out through window as well to get a better angle on that ultimate there to close it off, almost running parallel with that default box.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
So well done from Fnatic. I think the reason the Liquid immediately rotate on the back of that owl drone is that they know what the plan's going to be, right? And they have to hit that. They have to prevent the spike from coming down. But the one thing that stops it is Doma, right? They have to respect that. When you have somebody absolutely risk-free running it down A site in the run it back, you have to back up. There's no value in challenging it.
Okay, we go again. Fnatic have found the rhythm. Enough to post themselves up now onto 11. Playing back in from a deficit. The
Camera
ults
taken
are
out.
in droves, though, for Liquid. They have plenty to maybe pull towards. On the other side, Magnum and Mystic.
Trick shot.
Careful.
Where do they lean now? It's kind of a lean towards C, I guess you could say. 2 towards that connector side. 2 dedicated towards a site. And I guess, you know,
Right
the
here.
answer internally is, well, yeah, Fnatic have been constantly pressuring A. So you can see maybe Liquid trying to go, well, they won't do that again. Let's stack out C. Surely they won't, you know, keep doing that. That's the next adjustment. So they're kind of playing, they're trying to stick to the same tune as Fnatic may be. So this
Look at
actually
the
could
lean. Look at the
work
lean.
well. Okay, they've seen one. I'm seeing the jet lean away. Here's the utility. This is the correct read. If they stick to this, this could work out perfectly for Liquid. We're going to have to find out if they can stick the landing, though. TP comes in. Mystic is there. He is large and in charge, and he's pulling their attention away. Seekers come out to play as well. Flash to follow. 26 seconds, and Yampy makes his appearance. Great double kill comes through. Mystic and Doma have been dealt with as Dirk is still looking for that next target. 18 seconds now. The clock beginning to rot. And here's the play back through Mystic. Wait, it's Magnum and Dirk. They still found a little bit of the time. I don't think he's got much left of this anymore. 10 seconds. He had to get that, and maybe he can still do this.
He knows Link's position as well because of the rolling thunder. He has no smoke to cut this off. 41 HP here. He gets the reload off. That's huge.
Hey, Link has to just play this gun out. This is going to be so dangerous now. Durka gets cleared, stunned up, gives away the position. Link now closing the gap, but he comes out of it, but Link finds him. And that it will be 12 on the board. You can see Durka doing everything. Excuse me, it'll be Liquid to get one back on the board as Durka tried to do everything with that. He ran through every motion. I mean, that was down to the wire for the plant. But let's kind of roll it back to the start of the round. The end was exciting, sure, but the read coming out from Liquid there.
Yeah, and
They put all their players in the right place.
Yeah, it's not falling back to it. And we talked about this on Breeze, right? Fnatic planting these seeds all the way through this half. That conditioning becomes such a prominent factor in these rounds. And Liquid not backing away from it. The purchase a little better than I was expecting. Honestly, like I said, they needed to come through with a flawless victory. It's just Link that survives, but they mustered together some rifles, a Spectre in the hands of Cryptics, a Judge for Yampy. This is it now, and look at the flash come through. Doma finds 2.
Oh, Soulcast and Scream have been decimated. The site's now almost open available. Link still on the back lines, playing through from hell, feeling like he might be there too, but there it is. Dirk has outdone him as well. This is clean so far, and you can see Liquid clutching at straws, trying to find that cheeky kill, and they do, with a nice support coming in from the Omen. But now the next step is the tricky one.
No way.
TPing straight through. Yampy's gotten away with so much space here. They only know really about Cryptics. But now what are you going to do with the Judge, Yampy? We've already seen you basically had it nerfed. This time, Boast is going to keep you at range. Not going to let you get too close here. And now we have 12 on the board. 12 to 11. What's the money like for Liquid?
I mean, after that purchase, it's in the bin. I'm pretty sure it's again, possibility of a couple of rifles. I know a few of them were sat over 800-900 credits, but it's not going to be pretty. Yeah, thank God we cut away from that because it was not good to look at. But this is the opening here from Doma. Screaming Soulcast immediately falling. And like we said, those are the sorts of agents we look to find value on defense. Look at this now, the stack again.
The aggression. Look at that. Scream's gone in their face. Fnatic now. Oh, this is so brave. Doma wants to force him away. Scream just gets out with his life. The flash. He's just managing to avoid these bullets. I have no idea how he's gone away with that.
He's still one off the Blade Storm as well.
He still needs more.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right, well, early trade-off. I mean, you got to say it, both utility... Yampy. 3 people staring him down. To say early trade-off wise, utility and damage goes in Fnatic's favor. See here is, again, very slow and methodical in approach here. Just looking for a couple of opportunities, at least information here. Who's that, though? Soulcast got himself tucked all the way deep on A long. Now, he's going to hear that trapwire as well. That could give it away. They think that they're securing the flank here. It's pulled the rotation. That trapwire alone, Lauren, has pulled them over to A site.
Oh, no.
30 seconds
Yampy
The smoke as
is
well is
going to
going
be
to secure it.
screaming for support here. He's now noted at least 2 players coming through. Tags are coming in. He is in danger. He has to back away, give up the site. Fnatic now stride forward. He didn't fall back that far. You don't get complete freedom. But now here comes the rest of the team. Keep in mind there's still that Cypher playing through by Garage. Spike plant comes out. You're going to have Sova
left.
tucked in towards the box. Where's that first contact going to come from?
They gave it to Doma as well. He's got to run it back here. They actually gave the plant to him to get his ultimate online. That could be a huge tool in this post plant.
Here, mines now. Link going to find 1. That's going to be a rifle now recovered. Fnatic down to 4. Yampy desperate to clear that back box. It's going to be Boaster sat towards it. Durka now, though, does find Link. That's a good catch. And now it's going to be looking pretty dire. Scream, Soulcast, you're going to need to go big or it's time to go home. 13 for Fnatic in the end.
What a crazy decider there. Fnatic